I have worked so hard on my leadership and communication skills over the past 4 years doing financial reporting for a large listed entity in South Africa. My finance team is now able to meet all the group deadlines for month end as well as for year end reporting. The entire team in the market has effectively adopted a win-win mindset and a simplicity approach which embodies the company's vision and values. However, our CEO has recently complicated our world by acquiring a new company in Ethiopia. We now have an added complexity of managing a new finance team based in Ethiopia with a totally different culture and different languages. Do they even speak English in Ethiopia?
Just to answer some of your questions there, even myself had the fortunate opportunity to travel to Ethiopia recently, and we had a conversation with an Ethiopian who's a consultant there as well, who's also traveled abroad, and he was giving us some views on what a corporate like yours should consider when they want to open up business in Ethiopia. Yes, they do speak English, and I think at the moment they're very fortunate that they've become a transit hub for the African continent. And he spoke about history as being one of the most important elements that we need to really understand. History does unify them, and he says we really need to take the time to understand their history. They also have 80 different languages, so understanding how they communicate with each other, understanding how the cultures are interacting with each other on the ground, and what languages and differences do they have within Ethiopia is the second point that he mentioned, which is very important for your company to consider before opening a business in Ethiopia.
For any success of a company, culture is key. As such, background of the team that was used to launch the new company was also a key, because they do create the future of the culture. And we also ensured the team was diverse, and we also find out what are the unique things that can be done to bring the different cultures together and to bring everybody together to be a one nation that works towards the same goal.
100% agree, Eva. Arthur, in my experience working in a team that spans different countries, one of the things that we came to realize was that we have our corporate culture, which provides the overarching values that we all kind of work towards. But then in addition, we created a culture guide that helps us understand what are the specific differences in each different country, because sometimes the way that overarching culture gets interpreted is slightly different. And I think that talks to the fact that, you know, there's the cultural identity, there's group identities, and then there's also individual identities. So as much as you're going into Ethiopia, there might be specific Ethiopians who are very similar to you. So try not to lump them all into one bucket, and appreciate both the diversity and the uniqueness that that brings.
Yeah, and Asa, you'll appreciate this one more, right? As I was doing some research, according to Aperian Global, group executives of a multinational found that their EBITDA increased by 3.5% for every 10% increase in gender diversity. So this implies that global business leaders should strive to create an atmosphere where multiple voices are heard and you know, their opinions are valued and considered. And to Lungi's point, this kind of thinking should be ingrained in a company's culture. It's become very important to create environments where all people are encouraged to draw upon their unique experiences, their perspectives, backgrounds to advance business goals. And you know, to achieve this in a global work setting, especially in the current setting where our borders are closed and international traveling has changed forever, it's crucial to employ effective global communication and training methods. What do you guys think?
Agree. We have to break these regional silos, especially during this time. And there is effective tools, engagement tools out there that will ease communication between one country to another country and just make this one connected family. So Workplace is one of the tools. There's some countries that have started using Workplace. we can adapt this in the rest. We can enhance it in the countries that we're using, but also adapt it in the rest of the countries. For example, Ethiopia. So workplace will ease the communication, that is one, but it will also put together like-minded individuals across the continent. So you can have departmental groups. For example, Arthur is talking about finance, the finance team. You can have departmental groups that way, but also social groups whereby like-minded people come together. For example, groups that can be formed or they're already existing in workplace include human rights groups, groups that deal with environment, book clubs, soccer, and so much more. So we can create this one family, not just by meeting physically, but also through social tools that exist out there.
Workplace by Facebook is an excellent tool, easy to use, just a single platform, a single digital channel for all employees across the continent or across the world, just to get together, communicate, collaborate, and just really work well together. But having said that, we've got a great video that we've also made available that just unpacks how Workplace works and what it does and all its functionality. Have a look at it. It's on our website.